windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Broken windows got to go.
Necesitamos un abogado. Cada una de nuestras madres necesita un abogado que la pueda defender y que la pueda representar para que nuestras familias puedan mantenerse unidas.
Mic check.
We're going front.
Because I'm an immigration advocate and I'm here to help y'all, but I'm sitting over here and I can't help y'all because we have all of this other divisiveness happening.
It's
so
important that this is a people's space.
Yes, it is.
Right? So the people are going to speak.
Yes.
We're all going to take turns speaking. So this is democracy. Criticism has to be heard.
My name is Carlos Menchaca. I work with the New York Immigration Coalition. I serve directly impacted young people. I am that person that has not slept since the election. I am that person that has been organizing every giant rally you've seen. I'm going to start crying if I start talking about all the things I'm sacrificing right now because I understand the threats against all of you. We have to start talking about these issues across our communities and across status. So right now, I would love to hear from the community. All of us need to step up and work together and do what we can to shift the climate so that we all have a say in our government.
This is something that we wanted to bring to the table here to discuss in the community around broken windows, right? And this is something that cannot get ignored by Democrats or progressive Democrats. And I say progressive Democrats because it looks like this so-called progressive caucus in the city council has been quiet or has shut up and is falling in line with de Blasio around broken windows. I think you guys don't really understand what's going on. I don't think you guys really understand the issue. So we brought folks that are activists, that have been at the forefront, and you guys here that are fighting against the IDC, we need you guys to also listen to what has to be said by folks that have been on the front line, been documenting police abuse, have been getting thrown in jail, have been, chased around and attacked by the Democrats. And that's real. That's real. So we can't play no party favorites because the Democrats haven't been doing jack for the poor people.
We didn't
True.
And I want to introduce you to my really good friend, the community activist, Benito Bravo.
Yo le pediría al grito de Sunset Park que dice representar aquí a la comunidad latina que nos responda porque ellos apoyan a un candidato que ahora nos está dando la espalda y ahora está con el Partido Republicano y que esa página últimamente está promoviendo que la comunidad mexicana seamos desunidos y que tenemos un líder que nos representa mal como es el señor Carlos Menchaca. Todo lo que están haciendo es para que los mexicanos no nos unamos y estemos desunidos. Queremos que esas organizaciones que representan a esos políticos nos respondan a la comunidad latina que estamos acá presentes.
I'm an immigrant. I'm a person who's fighting for broken windows for the last 3 years before any of this IDC business came up. So I don't care for people who are here just because they want everyone to get back with the establishment Democrats. I don't care here for the people who are gentrifying their way into this neighborhood, who are coming to tell people of color who to vote for, how to vote for. I'm not here for your partisan politics. What I am here for is to make a real clear connection for this gentleman in the back who said, what broken windows got to do with me? We're talking about immigrants. I'm the son of an immigrant. My first interaction was a police officer when I was 12. My son is 12 now.
Math was 11.
My son is 12 now. I do everything I do around police brutality and broken windows policing because broken windows is the #1 way that you and someone in your family is going to be affected.
Amen.
And if you're an immigrant,
Amen.
if you're an immigrant, if you're an undocumented immigrant, my mother was undocumented, and for years she feared the police and she feared government programs because she was scared of exposure. The #1 way you're going to get in a sanctuary city, this is not a sanctuary city, but even in sanctuary cities by name, you can get deported by the criminal justice system in contact with it.
Quiero darle las gracias al Departamento de Policía de aquí de Sunset Park. Shout out to Officer Gerber and Spencer por ayudarnos. Ellos nos dieron el permiso para estar aquí en 2 días y ellos están aquí para proteger a nuestra comunidad.
The way that you will get deported over time, maybe not directly, maybe not through direct collaboration with ICE, but eventually because the NYPD sends fingerprints and data to the federal law enforcement agency,
every person arrested.
NYPD police officer. So the council in this city, the progressive Democrats that are in line and not breakaway groups, they're the ones who hired 1,300 cops last year. They're the ones who've been pushing broken windows down their throats for years. Broken windows has been going on since the 1990s. The number one targets, black and brown people.
Correct.
Black and brown people.
Correct.
And within them,
Correct.
you have subsets. Homeless people, immigrants, street vendors, many of whom are immigrants and who El Grito's document has shown the police officers throwing the Daza family in 2014 onto the ground. Y'all remember that video? 5 family members, right? Mexican immigrants. Y'all care about immigrants? The cops threw them down and kicked the young man on his back when he was on the floor. It was a huge town hall about it. I remember because that came to support. That was the NYPD. That wasn't ICE. That wasn't Trump. That was the NYPD. And who was it under? Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Queremos decirles que hemos platicado con nuestros oficiales de aquí de Sunset Park y ellos no van a estar colaborando con la agenda de Trump. Ningún oficial va a detener a nadie porque lo vean hispano o porque piensen que es indocumentado. La ciudad de Nueva York es una ciudad santuario y ellos no van a estar deteniendo a las personas que estén obedeciendo las leyes.
If the mayor's coming around saying we are committed to broken windows, he's spitting in your face every single day. The city council is also giving more money to the NYPD than any administration. There's no Republicans doing this. This is the New York City Council. The progressive city council and the progressive mayor of New York City are doing this. So when I say broken windows ties into immigration, ties into my fears for my son, ties into the fears of immigrant women, they're throwing immigrant women on the floor. Sandra Mezquita, pregnant, on the floor, kicked her in her belly. Was that Trump?
Talk about
Was that Trump?
Talk about it.
That was the NYPD.
Cuando ustedes elijan a alguien que esté en el poder y que nos represente, se aseguren por quién votan, por quién nos va a representar. Vuelvo a repetirles, teníamos acá gente en el poder por más de 30 años y esa gente aún no aceptan que otras personas podamos obtener liderazgo.
Right now, there's a connection between the anti-gentrification work people with the broken windows because we know that that's always what's been happening. Gentrification brings a lot of police to our neighborhoods, and this is why we're getting stopped all the time on the streets.
Pueden ver, aquí estamos viendo a todos nuestros vecinos, los hipsters, que nos están apoyando y queremos decirles que apreciamos su apoyo. Queremos decirles que no podemos contribuir en campañas políticas, tampoco podemos votar, pero esperamos que ustedes puedan salir a representarnos.
Politicians need to be open about this. Let them know this isn't a sanctuary city, unless you're going to do something about it, unless you're going to actually make it a sanctuary city, meaning that there's not going to be this complicity between the police and ICE.